welcome to this video. My name is Hannes and today I want to talk with you about diminished chords.
Beside the fireplace, take that look from off your face. You ain't never gonna burn my heart out. We keep on fighting till the end.
And why they are way more useful than you think. What are diminished chords? I just played some in the very intro. For example, you saw like a C with a small circle above it. This is a diminished chord. Let me explain what a diminished chord is. But before I do that, please take a look at my video description below this video. There you will find my free lessons for beginners. Just great videos for you as a basis to get along on my channel here. So, what is actually a diminished chord? I mean, just listen to it. I just play a C major chord. It sounds really happy and really kind of like home. Then you have C minor 7. Still a relaxed mood, a little bit more melancholic, but it's not any drama there, is it? And then there comes the C diminished chord. Which wants to resolve into something more or something less tension. And this is just an example to show you what a diminished chord can create. A lot of tension. When you're playing your same old chord progression like C, F, G, or C, D minor, G, you know, like, or C, G, A minor, F, whatever. Same old chord progressions you find in tons, millions of songs out there, but you can spice them up with diminished chords, and some great songs out there already have it. So let me give you an example on how you can practice that and how you can train your ear to get cool with this kind of tension and release, okay? So we can play, for example, a C major chord, or let's play for the sake of it a C major 7 chord, which gives it an even more colored soundscape. So ring finger 3rd fret, A string, middle finger 2nd fret, D string. And then you go to the C sharp diminished. So you can play it from there. And then going to C sharp diminished like this with the middle finger and the 4th fret on the A string, ring finger and the 5th fret on the D string, the index finger in the 3rd fret of the G string and the pinky in the 5th fret on the B string. If you're a more advanced player, you can also push down at the same time 3rd fret on the high E string. For now, let's stick just to 4 notes there. So we have C major 7, going to C sharp diminished, going to D minor, middle finger 2nd fret, G string, pinky or ring finger 3rd fret B string and index finger 1st fret E string and the open D string, please. Going to G on G7, whatever you like. It's both fine. A little more color on G7 here. Ring finger 3rd fret E string, middle finger 2nd fret A string and index finger 1st fret E string. So also the beginners can follow here, maybe when they've not heard of those chords. C major 7, going to the C sharp diminished, to the D minor, to the G7. Sounds totally fine, doesn't it? Let me show you how it will sound when I leave out just the C sharp diminished and just play the C major 7 just for 2 times. Now with the C sharp diminished. see, it creates really a lot of tension between the C and the D minor chord. You have this transition with a lot of drama. Where could you also put those diminished chords? For example, I put the diminished chord on the sharp 1. So when we're C, we put on the C sharp, the diminished chord. And you can do that in any key. When the song is in the key of G, for example, you can put, and you have a G major going to A minor and to D. You can play G, and then G sharp diminished going to A. It's again a transition from the 1, sharp 1, to the 2. You can also put diminished chords, of course, somewhere else. There are tons of options there. C major 7 for 2 bars, going to F, and then to G7. But you could also add a diminished chord on the sharp 4, so on F sharp. And how do you do that? You play C major 7, then go to F, and then we play the diminished chord like this. I also could play it like this, like middle finger 2nd fret E string, index finger 1st fret D string, ring finger 2nd fret G string, and index finger 1st fret B string, and the pinky can, if you want to, play 2nd fret E string. So we have C major 7, F, and G7. And as was played in Oasis Don't Look Back in Anger, you can play it on the sharp 5. So when you're the key of C, you're going to G, and then going to G sharp diminished, and going to A minor. So it's always a nice thing to have those chromatic steps, like C, C sharp D, F, F sharp diminished G, G, G sharp diminished A. But this is only one option. You could also, it's kind of like a bluesy thing. You're playing a C chord or a C7 chord even. And then you play a diminished, C diminished. You can go back to C, and it still sounds cool. It's like a chord change. There's a trick which helps you to guess where you can go from your diminished chord. I mean, the easiest one was, as I showed you before, you're going, when you're having your root here on the C, for example, you just go 1/2 step up. No matter if it's your goal chord is major or minor, it will sound perfectly fine. And you can do that from the point of view of all the other fingers too. And let me show you how I mean that. When you take a look at the middle finger I just did, C, you can go to C sharp, for example, no matter if major or minor. When you take a look at your ring finger, this is an F sharp, so you can go 1/2 step up and it's a G. Also, nice tension, releasing it. Then you can take a look at the next note, which is an A or double flat B. You can go from C diminished to B. Sounds good, doesn't it? And then you can take a look at your pinky, which is on the E flat or D sharp, whatever, and you go from there Also resolves pretty nice. It's a funny thing about the diminished chord. Not only that you can resolve it to a lot of other stuff, so you can build up a lot of tension with it and release it to wherever you want to. You also can just shift it up the neck. And this will sound just totally great. Because it's just minor thirds. It doesn't really matter on which one you start. When you're starting on, your notes are C, E flat, G flat, and double flat B, which is an A actually here. You can just shift it up a minor third, and then you're starting on the E flat here with your middle finger. The rest of the notes, let me tell you which one those are. A, C, and the G flat. Haha. Still the same 4 notes. And you shift it up another minor third. Here, you get the G flat, you get the C, you get the E flat, and we get the A, or the double flatted B. And you can do that another minor third up. There you got the A, there you got the E flat, there you got the G flat, and there you got the C. Pretty fun. This makes it so easy to implement this chord into your playing because you can really find it anywhere on the neck. And this is, just give it a try, play your chord progressions. You probably know from tons of songs, or maybe you can just play one song or just a tiny little chord progression. Just try to put it in there and you will see how much it spices up your chord progression or your songs. Maybe you write your own songs. Maybe you try to put a diminished chord into it and have fun with it. I hope I could enlighten your ear a little bit in your understanding of what a diminished chord is and how you can use it. Make sure to check out my free lessons for beginners, which you find in the video description below this video. Take care and have a good day. My name is Hennis. See you!